Hello, this is Wishingwell and welcome back to episode 3 of How to Make a Fireworks Display. And I've put up another information package. So, as we all know who play Minecraft, because you should know this, we have 16 colours in Minecraft, which means we have 16 colours or combinations of colours for fireworks. So, when you are thinking of your idea for your fireworks display, you need to work out obviously what the theme is. So let me go over to my board here. Over here, I have put down things that you'll need. So what's good to know is when you want to start doing this and the end date. So for example, if you're doing one for a specific event, celebration, for a friend's birthday, or just because you feel like it, always good to have an end date in mind, or at least an upload date, especially if you're putting it on YouTube. So you'll need the start date and the end date. So start date is to give yourself enough time for the end date. There's no point starting it on say the 4th of August when it's due on the 5th. Depending if it's a little display, you can get away with that. But if it's a bigger one, that's just not going to cut it, especially if you're doing it by yourself. So from here, what you need to do is you need to have ideas. So what is your idea? Like I said, for birthdays or other celebrations, like my 4th of July one, whoops, my 4th of July one, I had to have it out by the 4th of July. But since I'm in Australia, I can actually have it out on the 5th of July, which gives me a little bit more time to plan things. So you also have to work around time zones as well. So then we have the peoples. If you want to add, say if they're on a specific, you want to celebrate a specific Minecrafter's achievements, say that somebody did a special event or something that had to do with Minecraft and you want to celebrate that, that's also where you would put that on the board there. Now we have the colours. So for example, if you were going, let's see, we want an ocean theme, so we are going to go oceany colors. So you've got this one and this one, oops, that one and that one. So you can put your colors there on the fireworks that you want to use, for example. Now this is where it gets to an interesting part and also a fun part, bit of the research bit. Now you have to work out where you're going to put it. Now you could do like this, which is perfectly fine. You can have a nice big flat world like I have created here. And you can put your display on here and then film it that way. But, like I did with my 4th of July one, I actually found a nice seed that had a big open flat area, so I could put all the fireworks there. I wanted rivers joining it, which I found some lovely rivers that came through. So, yeah, depending on how you want to display it. If you want to do it like, you could do an ocean temple, you could do it out at the sea, with or without an ocean temple. You could do it in the desert, basically anywhere, rainforest, what your theme sort of goes with. So the map section is best place to go to YouTube, look up videos on pretty scenery, special features in Minecraft. So like if you're looking for a nice sand biome or a desert, desert, it is the same biome, or if you're looking for like a rainforest biome, or you want really fantastic cliffs or beautiful cherry blossoms on a little island surrounded by water. So there's a lot of videos out there that actually will give you the seed for these maps that people have gone out there, and that's what they enjoy doing. They like going out, putting in seeds and finding all this really cool environment and natural structures or buildings, and you can pick and choose from there. So that makes it a little bit easier. And also some people, like on Planet Minecraft, if you go on there, you'll find people that have actually built worlds, or at least structures and stuff like that, that you can also use in there. So that comes under the map sort of quotation mark sort of thing. So you can, so for example, in the spaceship in my 4th of July one, that was actually from Planet Minecraft. I found it from there, and you can also find other little bits and pieces that you might want to use, like space stations or temples or whatever people want to put builds. Always remember, though, to put it in your description so that people know where they are and you're crediting the person who built it, especially if you didn't build it yourself. Got to always remember to do that. So that's the map sort of section. Then you've got, if you want to add music. I found a really cool song which I added into my fireworks display for the 4th of July. I got that from Upbeat. It's Upbeat with 2 P's in the up part. I have a subscription with them, and that's where all my music and special effects and sound effects come from, which I use in my videos. So you can have music from there. Make sure it is either royalty free or you are actually paying for the service, and make sure you link your YouTube and other social medias to it so that you don't get in trouble, because it would be bad if you so yeah, the same with the special effect. That's from Upbeat too. And you can also have like an inspiration picture wall. So I've just put little markers here so you could like write things in there. For example, we'll just get rid of these, change these back to normal. There we go. So that's pretty much how you start it off. You have your idea and then you sort of develop it from there. So just a bit of a rundown on the fireworks themselves. You've got your 16 colours, you've got your trail, your twinkle, your large ball, your star, your bursting and your creeper. So they're the different effects that you can get with your colours, and then obviously you got your gunpowder, depending if you want duration 1, 2 or 3, and you'll need paper. So that is how you put together a fireworks display in the planning process. Now I've got a very big fireworks display / roller coaster / celebration that I'm actually will have out on the 20th of August, 21st in Australia, but the 20th in the Northern Hemisphere for everybody who's running at a different time than me. So I'm going to actually take you through the stages of how I'm going to put that together, and I'll have little snippets in the coming videos, basically me building it and me putting the ideas together. Now, I'm quite fortunate. I've got a very interesting brain where I can visualize how I want my fireworks display and my ideas, so I can actually map it out in my head. Not everybody can do this, so write down as much as you can. If that's how you work, write that down. If you can do what I can do, then great. Just visualize as much as possible. Work out what you want to do with different stages. Definitely go on the music sites. Find the music that you want. Look at inspiration photos, pictures and stuff like that. I've got a lot of stuff that's going on in my head at the moment for this new fireworks display. It's going to be very sort of a downloadable map too, so you'll be able to go on there and experience it after I've actually done it. Bit of cinematic sort of stuff involved. I'm quite enjoying doing that at the moment. But for now, I will leave you with the end of episode 3. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Wishingwell, and remember, Minecraft is only as big as your imagination, which means it can be infinite.